Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's just the greatest noob, T-Bird325, and right now this video here is to let you guys know that priority can be stolen even if it's your turn. Alright, you probably don't know what I'm saying. Some of you probably won't. Some of you will, obviously. Alright, so let's get into the example. Let's say my opponent has a Dark Grepher and a Destiny Hero Malicious in the hand. He discards special summons. Now, normally he's probably going to want to immediately activate this ignition effect of either Dark Grepher or Destiny Hero Malicious. Now, in this case, in my hand, I have a DD Crow and a Dragon Ice. Now, since the slowest monster effects are ignition effects because you actually have to activate them yourself, and trigger effects can go on chain even if they don't automatically activate. Myself, being the opponent, can say I have a trigger. I just met my trigger. So then I discard one card, which will be Dragon Ice. I asked him, can he negate? No. So then I say I chain DD Crow, discarding DD Crow to the graveyard to remove Destiny Hero Malicious. Can you negate or chain to it? If they say no, then Malicious is banished. And then Dragon Ice is special summoning successfully to the field. And then Dark Grepher can go ahead and use his ignition effect. Now you're probably wondering, well, how is that possible? Alright, for the same reason, I should say, in this example. I have Goblin Zombie and Plague Spreader Zombie on the field. I tune them together, special summon Bryonic, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. Now, because there's a mandatory effect here, which is a trigger, it left the field. It activates at the beginning of, or after the actual summon negation window. So because this was activating, it's automatically on chain. And since I have to manually activate this, I cannot because this is blocking my priority. So then my opponent can flip up his bottomless trap hole before I get a chance to return in his back cards to his hand. So therefore, Bryonic is banished. So there goes my cards in hand that I could have used to get rid of it, but I can't because now I have to search for a Goblin Zombie effect. The next example I can give you is I have a Goblin Zombie. My opponent has a Battle Fader. Now, I should have gotten this card ahead in time already, but yeah, I should have gotten this ready before I even did this video, but it's okay. Because I'm really excited to be back on YouTube. It's just been a while. Now, since you're a turn player, since I turn player control this Goblin Zombie and I'm in battle phase, we'll say this is a Sing Sing Hu replica. Now it says target one magic or trap card your opponent controls, and that card cannot be activated as long as this card is face up on the field. Cards and effects cannot be activated in response to the activation of this card. So it's kind of like Super Poly in a sense, that nothing else can be activated in response to its activation. Now, I go to attack directly with Goblin Zombie, and immediately I want to flip up my trap card because this attack does not start a chain, but I can start a chain just kind of like my ignition effect. Now, because my opponent has just met his trigger, he or she can say, I've met my trigger. Now I'm going to reveal my Battle Fader to special summon itself. Can you negate or chain to it? If you can't do either one of these, this hits the field. It's main phase 2 now. The same way that priority can be stolen just by the simple trigger effect. So hopefully you guys learned something new today. I'll be posting some more Greatest Noob School of Dueling later on this week. So be sure to be on the lookout, and Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. Greatest Noob out.